Hi, this is my presentation on information security, and I'm Lena Pica. A password manager is typically a software application or a hardware device that is used to store and manage a person's passwords and strong passwords at that. Typically, all stored passwords are encrypted, requiring the user to create a master password to access all managed passwords. The major benefit of using a password manager is that you only need to remember a single master password. This allows you to easily use unique, strong passwords chosen for each of your online accounts. Just remember one strong password and the manager will take care of the rest. On phishing scams and how to avoid them. Tip 1. Don't trust the display name. A favorite phishing tactic among cyber criminals is to spoof the display name of an email. Tip 2. Look but don't click. You can hover your mouse over any links embedded in the body of the email. If the link address looks weird, don't click on it. Tip 3. Analyze the greeting. Legitimate businesses will often use a personal salutation with your first and last name. Tip 4. Don't give up personal information. Legitimate banks and most other companies will never ask for personal credentials via email. Don't give them up. Tip 5. Beware of urgent or threatening language in the subject line. Invoking a sense of urgency or fear is a common phishing tactic. Tip 6. Don't click on attachments. Don't open any email attachments you weren't expecting. Tip 7. Don't trust the header from the email address. Fraudsters not only spoof brands in the display name, but also spoof brands in the header from the email address. On why you should have a secure password and how to remember it, I have attached Microsoft's credentials on what they feel are a strong password. It is important to have secure passwords to prevent attacks, but the concern is that people will not be able to remember the hard passwords that they create. Naturally, a person should try to think of something that will be easy for them to memorize. One way to do that is to turn a sentence or phrase into something that is not easily recognized by others. One way of doing this is creating a phrase and turning it into a password. My phrase was "my lucky number is 2," which would turn a password into ML, the pound key, I, and then the number 2. The best practices to use social media. For number 1, check if you have been compromised already. There are sites out there to check to see if you have been hacked already. While this site does not cover every leak, it should give you some insight into just how big of a risk cybersecurity is to our society. Enable multi-factor authentication. This should be standard security practice for everyone online today. Multi-factor forces anyone logging into an account to supply a code sent to an external device. Avoid password reuse at all cost. I know it can be difficult nowadays when everyone has several dozen logins to generate and remember unique passwords, so we suggest using a password manager. Update your security settings on all digital and social channels regularly. There are a lot of good step-by-step privacy guides online to help get your security secure. Curate your connections. Cleaning out friends, followers, connections, and more can take some serious time, but the more connections you have, the more potential ways for a fraudulent or compromised account to send you a malicious link. Most of all, take social media seriously. Learn to protect yourself and, more importantly, your business. Stay vigilant. Humans are simultaneously the weakest security link and the strongest defense. Whenever you're online, remember that bad things can happen. Everyone should analyze accounts, links, and direct messages with a careful, skeptical eye. When in doubt, don't click.